Hi YouTube. I'm making this video in response to some of the anti-firearm people out there making videos, posting comments, whatever. I am all for people's opinions. I am. I am glad that they are anti-firearm people out there. Their opinion matters to me just as much as somebody who is for firearms. I am always interested in viewing other people's opinions to see how they're conducting themselves about the matter and how they're conducting their facts on the matter. And I'm a guy more prone to use facts than anything. Sadly, I don't have numbers, so but I'll do the best I can here and make this as real as possible. This video. I'm not very good at making videos. This is my second video I've ever made, and this is the only one I've made by myself. But this situation or this video is based on firearms. You have all these people against firearms. Should be illegal. No citizen should own a firearm. Blah blah blah. It's for law enforcement and military only. Okay. Again, I value your opinion. But let's say, let's give you a situation. Okay. You, the anti-gun subject, comes home from the movie store. All right. You bought a movie from Family Video. You bring it home. You sit down on the couch with your wife or your husband to your left, and your little boy, your baby girl to your right. You're watching a movie. It's a nice Sunday afternoon, everyone's relaxed, and the door gets kicked in. I pray this never happens. But an armed subject enters and points a gun at you. Points a gun at your family, your baby girl, your baby boy, your wife, or your husband, and has every intention of taking their life or taking your life. Because in this situation, this subject does not want to be identified. You could give the law enforcement, you could give law enforcement officers a clear or fairly precise depiction of what this subject looks like, and that's not a chance he's willing to take. So, he has every intention of taking your life, or taking your family's life, taking everyone's life who possibly seen him or her. What do? You don't have a firearm because you're against firearms, so you could um, maybe fight back. I mean, if that would be obviously if I didn't have a firearm, that would be my choice. I'd fight back. I mean, I'm protecting my family here. I'm protecting me and my family, and I have a very minimal chance of survival without a firearm. I mean, at least it's my opinion, and it's a fairly factual based opinion. I mean, unarmed against somebody who's armed, chance of survival. And I mean, it's even used in a situation where it's a knife or whatever. I mean, subject has a knife and you have nothing. What's your chance of survival? Lower than if you had a knife and that subject had a knife, or lower than if you had a gun and that subject had a knife. But back to my original situation or scenario here. Subject comes in with a firearm, pointing at you, has every intention of killing you and your family. Okay? And you don't have a firearm. What do? You could fight for the firearm, but why would you want to do that? You don't believe in guns. Guns kill people. You don't want to have anything to do with that. I mean, you could fight the subject off, but an unarmed assailant or an unarmed subject being you against an armed assailant, I mean, chances very minimal. Now let's say you have a firearm. You're pro gun carry, and you were concealed carrying previously, and you didn't take your holster off yet. And your firearm's still in your holster, so it's still in your waistband. Subject comes in, kicks the door, and has a firearm traced on your family or traced on you, has every intention of taking everyone's life, and you have a firearm. You have all these anti-gun people stating that your chance of survival, even with a gun, is minimal. Let's say, I mean, there's new numbers coming out every day. Let's say it's 2, 4, 6% chance of survival. It could be higher, it could be lower, whatever. But let's say 2, 4, 6%. Well, that's 2, 4, 6% I didn't have before because I didn't have a gun before. So, I mean, as a betting man or a gambling man, 2, 4, 6% would not be good odds. I wouldn't take that odds at all. Nope. I'm keeping my cards. I ain't rolling that dice. But in a situation where it's life or death, it's against a subject and protection for you or your family, I would take that chance 100 times over. I'll take it every time. Not a chance why I wouldn't take that. So again, let me put you in that situation. You're sitting there with your family, your baby girl, your baby boy, your wife, your husband. An armed subject comes in and has a gun pointed at you. What do? I just want you to think that through. Just kind of put yourself in that situation. Just really think. Really put your family in that situation. What would you do? Please comment. I would like to know. Hopefully this helps people who are against firearms or people who are unsure of firearms. Hopefully this video kind of helps understand why people do carry. Hopefully it kind of assists people who are unsure to pick a side, because I mean it's our rights we're talking about here. It could potentially be our life or our family's life. Take the situation into consideration, please. That's all I want. Thank you. Have a great night. Stay safe. God bless.